Hello everybody, and welcome back to Galactic Chickens, a new mod pack that myself and sprobblin made. We are still playtesting it. It is, though, available now in a later beta on the Twitch launcher with some few updates, whatnot. We're going to do some more changes, I think, as time goes on, but for the most part it's stable. Definitely in single player it's stable. There's a server available for you to join at no cost to you, just to come by and check it out. Yeah, there will be a donation store later. I'm not too worried about it at the moment, but we're just trying to get it to where people come on, check it out. Galactic Chickens, as the name suggested, featuring chicken breeding, as you can see behind me. And if you've been following me along, is also going to be a thing for you to go to outer space. Without further ado, I wanted to show some really cool tricks today that I think will work, but I've never tested it, so I just wanted to check it out. We're going to make ourselves a storage scanner. We have a storage scanner right here. We might not have the other ender pearl. Oh, we're missing that ender pearl. Why am I always doing this to myself? You just don't know. It's so frustrating. Let's get this other ender pearl. We got magnesite, we have our aluminum, we now have our titanium. I just finished breeding up titanium chickens. I did some more breeding of chickens off camera. Again, I don't want to completely show all the breeding process, but I did spend some time working on it. I do have a problem though, and this is something that I'm going to address. Is the reason why I wanted to show this. So there, in modded Minecraft, there's a lot of ways. Look at this. 10, 10, 10 emerald chicken, 3 emeralds at a pop. Yeah, I am not hurting for any of those. But if you can tell, now I can't really tell what's in all these, right? I don't know where they go. So how do I fix that? I mean, if anyone wants to keep their little chicken group compact like this, there's a few ways you can do it, and one of those was going to be a storage scanner. The storage scanner is going to let me look inside every inventory all the way around wherever I go. Do I have a blue? I don't even have a... I lost my lapis chicken. He's in there. He's in that little conglomerate because I'm now up to 800 lapis. And you see, now I'm at 801. So he's in this somewhere. Where? I don't know. I lost him. Right? This is a palace. So no, I don't even have to have an atomic reconstructor, which is another great energy saver for me. And I won't have another ender pearl until this guy gets going, so we're not going to be able to check it out. But basically what's going to happen is I'm going to use a storage scanner. Wow, some of these things breed super fast. And I'm clicking along really fast, and I apologize if that's, you know, a little bit disturbing or annoying or whatever, but I am trying to find the blue lapis chicken. My issue is that I want to make sure that the roost collectors are able to reach all the different roosts. The least amount, as long as they're empty, as you see that they're emptied out, then I know that they're being collected and being deposited into my wall of holy smoke, right? Now, let's just say I have no way of finding this bad boy. Like, oops, now I'm going to have to make more lapis chickens. Is it time to sleep? It's time to sleep already. That took longer than I like. There is a sleep charm. Let's go ahead and make the sleep charm. So I'm going to type in charm. Now, where is it? There it is. Sleep charm. It's a bed, which I don't have any wool. Are you serious? Well, I have string, so I have wool. I have lots of string, so I have lots of wool. 4 wool, or 4 string in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, and then I just keep on, you know, that's enough. I'm going to make a stack. Shift clicking with their fine storage will get you a stack. Now, what color of bed do I want to make? Let's go wool. We'll grab that stack. I should have never done this. So green seems to be a lot. No, yellow. Yellow. You can dye it yellow. So now I have yellow dye. And I'm going to go bed. And click on yellow bed. There. Now I have a yellow bed. And let's go sleep. Top one, sleep charm. For leather, sticks, or any other variant of the stick, and a bed. It doesn't matter what color, as you can see, it's going to change. There you go, I got a sleep charm. Now, that item is disabled on the server because, or is it disabled on the server? It might be. Where are you going to go? Really? You're going to take the place of my gluttony charm? Well, I'm going to keep my gluttony charm on. So that should let me sleep fast, so from now on, whenever y'all are watching me, I'm just going to sleep. It's just going to be instant almost. That's basically what that does. And I can go ahead and replace. Yeah, I'm manually doing leather because I have not gone out to get a drying machine to make leather faster. Now I have 14 coal. 14, 10, 10, 10. That's plenty. The Inori's working its way up. I want to check on those. I'm not using those yet. And normally I would be breeding. Every single one of these things would be used to breed with. I'm going to wait. So I have emeraddic, which is going to be probably the material I use to make my next set of armor out of. Or diamantine. I don't know which one's better. But you breed the emeraddic crystal with the Inori crystal to get the diamantine. So you kind of like downgrade the emeraddic with the Inori to get the diamantine. But then I don't have to use an atomic reconstructor for that at all. From then on, all I have to do is teach the grid how to empower it, and we will get to that at a farther date. I am still working on lead. Didn't think lead was going to be a thing, and for whatever reason, I decided to breed up a whole bunch of these nether warts. I think I was going to talk about using potions. Oh, and I have an ender pearl chicken in here with the iron diamond, or the iron chicken again, finally trying to get this thing to make pulsating iron. And then, of course, I'm also breeding up the ender pearls because I don't have hardly any. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those off. I'm not going to do any more breeding on camera. I have plenty of slime. I don't need the slime chicken to be running at all times. And we're almost to the point now where I'm going to be tearing down this whole entire nasty mess anyway. In fact, the only thing I think that'll be left over, because these are going away, will be the... man, that's an awfully loud deal. Water mills will stay. I'm going to leave them. I might cover them and clean this area up and make it look a little prettier. This is going to go. The smeltery will stay, just because I don't feel like messing around with moving it. And the wall and this cube. You'll see what I'm going to do with this backside, though. A lot of this is going to come out. This is going to end up being probably one of the walls in the building itself. Alright, so did I get another ender pearl yet? Pearl? Only one. I used up an ender pearl to make the exchanger, and it's worth it. I did get into it a little bit about how to use it, but I didn't really use it that much. So if there's anyone curious as to how that works, feel free to let me know that you're like, hey man, I want to. What all does this thing do? I have solarium chickens. I have yellow chicken. I have glass chicken, and they're 10, 10, 10. Do I have what chicken is this? This is the graphite chicken, which is going to help me immensely to make the reactor. But I wanted to come down one more row. There we go. I knew we had one more row. So there's the tin chicken, my quartz enriched chicken, and I have a lumium chicken. I need to make a signellum chicken, and that's going to be a thing because I have to have signellum. And I also want to make an enderium chicken. So let's take a look. What do I need to get that? Enderium chicken. Alright, there's two different ones. There's an iridium and... oh, see, that's a platinum and ender pearl. So what does it take? I know that I got the ender pearl breeding. So what about the platinum? The platinum is going to be nickel and silver. And until I can get an ender pearl, and I need one ender pearl. Breed faster. In the server, we have an acceleration wand that is available. It uses up experience. This is to help speed up this process. That acceleration wand, however, requires a lot of work. So once this can finally finish, if it can hurry up, please. Please, please. Oh, first time go. First time go. Can I use? I hit the U button while on the diamantine, and it shows that the only thing that I can get is diamantine from it now. So the question is, do I want to raise up more of these or not? And the answer to that is no. And the same thing goes for the Inori and the Emeradic. So Inori, all you can do is use it for that. Emeradic, hit the U button, go to the breed, all you can use is for that. So these 3 chickens, I'm not going to need a lot of them. And by the time I get to where I can use them, wow, that is great right there. By the time I get to where I can use them, there's going to be a lot of surplus of their product. The Inori, I almost don't want to. I almost don't want to breed these, but I'm going to breed the Inori up. I might. I don't know. Maybe I do want to breed up these Emeradics. Let's see what they're good for. So Emeradic. Really? Alright, so these chickens right here, they produce this right here. So let's right click on that. Let's see what I can use it for. Wow. Maybe I do want to produce quite a bit of those. But then again, they last forever. So like that's the other part too. You have to determine, oh, is it worth it making a bunch? Yeah, villager. I'm not going to trade away an emerald for Emeradic for emerald. So it makes an empowered Emeradic. What's that good for? Fishing net, really? So not a whole lot. So I really don't think that making a bunch of those chickens is worth it. So I'm not going to make those. Let's check the diamantine one. All right, that's going to make a diamantine crystal. What is that good for? You use it to make the drill, if I want to do that route, which is it's a pretty cool tool. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the Crystal Flux powered drill. It's pretty cool. I have a drill core I found in the Nether, so I could just make that. What is this? Restonia crystals. I don't really care about. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be using the diamantine too much. It's got 10 different things. Oh wait, it does have a phantom booster, but it's only 4. I mean, those things. I'm gonna show this a little bit. The ender porcupine. I think that it's not quite explained very well. Well, it's got a lot of durability. The armor's got pretty good toughness and armor, better than what I've got on now. Let's see what the empowered version is. Lens of Disenchanting, Teleporting Staff. I mean, it's got some pretty good stuff, but by the time I need it, it's going to be, you know, I'll have a whole bunch. So let's just go ahead and lay down some more roosts and get those put in so they can start producing me my passive resources. So the first one we're going to do is this one, and I'm going to use the Emeradic. He is now set. I don't know for sure if the range on my roost is going to reach over here, but let's find out. We'll put the diamantine there. Okay. Now the Inori, I know the Inori are more useful than the others because they're basically iron, and iron is the one of the most common and powerful used. All right, there's another 222. That's still really slow. When I can get a 10-10-10, when these guys decide to move, we'll go from there. I might have an ender pearl now. I don't know. I may end up having to just go ahead and put down another. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Why not? Where is my other? Well, dirt. Okay. Real quick. So roost. Now there is another roost collector I've already made, so I could use that. And I will use. Oh, now you get to test out this sleep charm. Watch this. Right now. Ta-da! Instant daytime. Now on a server that could be bad. I don't know for sure, but that could be bad. I could see that having some issues. Say you're still slowly working your way to giving me magma. You know, you're doing fine. Titanium slow. You haven't even given me one ender pearl, have you? You punk. So I'm gonna go ahead and start another one. I really need an ender pearl. I wanted to show everybody that really cool trick I thought of. It might work. But either way, I still want the storage scanner because there's something that you can do with the storage scanner that it's highly underrated. And I think that more people needed to see that you can do it. Please tell me I got an ender pearl. I do. Okay, storage scanner. Yay! Storage scanner requires power. That's one thing. But I'm also going to need a storage screen control module. Like this. And I'm going to need a remote. So type in remote. A remote storage module. Oh, I'm still going to need ender pearls for that. Well, either way, let me show you a little trick I learned, or I think I learned how to do. We'll check it out and see if it works. Alright, so let me explain how this thing works. This right here has different settings, XNet, and all the way up to a scan radius of 20 blocks. I believe that's represent a radius of 20 blocks. So 20 blocks in every direction from here, it's going to look in all the inventories. And it's going to recognize any block that has any inventory at all. And that includes breeders, and that includes roosts. So if I tell this thing, now it takes power, which is what I attached it to this for, so that it can have power. We're going to hit scan. Now, notice that the parts chest comes up and it looks like a little table. That's a problem. That's no good. We can't use it. We can't output it. It doesn't have anything in it. So you're going to come over here on the left and you're going to say remove it from the list. Now you can watch my mechanical user. That's the one that's over there. Way over there. And you can see if you highlight it, the bone meal going in and out as it's being used. I'm not going to mess with that. I don't want to be able to put anything in it. So I'm going to remove. The vacuumulator is going to show me the wheat in the meal. If I wanted to put something in it, I could. Remove. Now, here's the trick. You notice this is a roost. This roost is going to show what's inside there, and I can take those chickens in and out. By clicking the star, I can make it routable. What that means is that I can pull stuff out of it, and I can also put stuff into it. I'm going to remove that one because that one's no good. That one's used just for the, absolutely just for that bone meal chicken. The farmer. Now, the farmer has these seeds in it, and I could, in theory, put other items into the farmer to make it grow. If you take all the seeds out and you place it all, let's say with potatoes, technically I should be able to make the farmer switch over from wheat to potatoes, but it's kind of tricky how that works, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. The solar panels, I'll have inventory because you can put things in them, and then here you go. This is a storage crate. That's all the way over there. So using this block, I have the storage crate that I can use, I can work with all the way over there. So I can pull stuff out of it. Now, so I'm going to make that routable. What that's going to do is allow me to work with those chickens anytime I want to be able to say, hey, I want this chicken or that chicken. I need to find this chicken or that chicken. Okay? Chicken breeder. This is the first chicken breeder, and it will show up when this thing is done making a breed of whatever kind, and I can actually look at that. So I'm not going to remove it, but I'm not going to make it routable, meaning nothing is going to be able to push in and pull out, but I can check on it to see what it's doing. This is kind of like a way of checking your breeder system, and you could do this a lot earlier on, and I didn't really think about it. I honestly it came to me because my brain works like that. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm like, oh wow, what about that storage scanner? I could use that to work with the breeder. I could use that to show me what's inside of my breeders, and I could actually put stuff in them and pull stuff out of them. I think that's amazing. And it makes things way easy and probably less ugly because I'm sitting here going back and forth and you guys are watching me go back and forth on it. Stencil table, not going to touch that. There's one breeder, there's the other breeder. And I'm just going to basically go through, like this is an empty breeder. So if I wanted to breed something, I could make this routable, and then I could add stuff to it. Okay? Same thing with this one. I don't want to have that. So I'm going to scroll down. I don't want to mess around with the resonator. I could make it to where I could put stuff in it and make it work, but I'm not going to mess with that. The furnace. Look at that. Now I have the cooked chicken. Right? Am I going to want to put stuff in there? Not really, but this device can be used to automate a whole bunch of other storage devices. These hoppers, I don't want to mess with those. The chest, Don't want to mess with it. Tool Forge. Don't want to mess with it. Now, here we go. I know that I want that one right there. So I'm going to click it. Let's go ahead and make it routable. I'm going to click it. Come on, give me. Find that chicken breeder. Really? Give me. There. Okay. Oh, it's not going to let me take it out of the end. It only lets me take the end result out. Well, so let's make that non-routable. Does that mean I can't put it in here? What did it do? It just put it in here. All right, so if you put something inside if you shift click, it's going to go in the priority. So this is the highest priority, and then down throughout is the lowest priority. So you have to arrange your items, your inventories in the priority in which you want to input and output. At least it still lets me check to see what's going on. So like I know that I can go check on this chicken to see how it's doing. So that's a good option. Right now I probably need to go mess around with the Inori because I want to be able to get this thing to a 10-10-10. But in other words, if I want to move this block below this one, I can click it and I can go down on inventory or bottom. And that means it's going to be the last thing to be inserted into or the first thing to be inserted into. That's the priority system that it does. That's how this block works. But I'm not going to mess with that right now. I'm going to go ahead and clear out the ones I don't want. That's the thing for me to do. The armor that I don't really want to mess with. A little bitter about. Remove the armor forge. I could use it on the drying racks, I believe, for leather, but I'm not going to mess with those. The smeltery, and you can check your roost collectors to see how they're working. The furnace again. Then in roosts. So now we can start looking at roosts. And we can go through and we can check on the roosts to see if they're clogged up, which is really important because sometimes it'll have clogged up roosts because their roost collectors aren't moving fast enough. So you can go through and you can check them all. The wooden hopper, I don't need that. Casting table. This is a small storage crate. I'm going to leave it on. I'm not going to make it routable. Actually, no, I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove it. But you can choose how you want to run your routable stuff and your non-routable stuff. You kind of get the idea. And you can see if they're getting clogged. I mean, I can check all my different chickens as a ruby chicken. I can't see that chicken unless I use this. So now I can go through and see, like this one right here, is actually not keeping up. It's trying really hard. Well, it seems like it's doing okay. As long as it rotates through, because right there's another ender pearl. Here's my different. You get the idea. Do I need to beat the dead horse? Which is a horrible saying. So you get the idea. I can go through here and I can check all these to see where my chickens are going, what they're doing. And in theory, you could automate. Yeah, you could. In theory, you could automate the breeding of chickens using the storage scanner because you could have an output and input into those roosts and whatnot. But I'm not going to take that chance to mess with it. What I'm looking for the most after I do all this, all right, and besides all these, is I'm going to go ahead and select the drawer controller. Look, there's my lapis chicken. Can I pull those out? No, I can't pull them out. Can I make it routable and then pull it out? No. Well, at least it lets me know that I can look through my stuff. I don't want to. You could technically use this for messing around with your crafters, but I'm going to remove those. And you can mess with all your drawers, but here's what I recommend you doing. Okay? What I recommend you doing is removing all the drawers. So highlight the top drawer and just keep on clicking remove, including the crafters and all your drawers. It's going to say basic drawer because it doesn't know the difference, and that's fine. But don't take off the drawer controller. That you want to be routable. What that's going to do is allow you to work with any of the items inside your entire drawer system, even if these aren't routable. So I can just remove those until I get to pattern grid's inventory. Doesn't have anything really in it. The induction smelter. And then we're going to go back through the roosts, and you can see all the different roosts. Now you shouldn't be able to insert or pull out of any of the roosts so long as the star isn't on. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep cleaning this up. Now, modular storage. This is the modular storage that's under the ground. So you can access this by making it routable, which I want to, and then remove. And then it also routable, and then I'm going to remove these solar panels. You could put the solar panels in and make it so that you can input something into them. I'm not going to try and mess with that. You have your interface for your refined storage. I only have one of them right now, and technically you could use it to put things into the rest of the grid. But since I have the modular storage and the drawer controller already on there, I'm going to go ahead and remove that, along with the redstone and the crafter solar panels. And that's it. Now, I'm going to choose to move this to the top and this to the top. And then I'm going to move the drawer controller to the top. This I'm going to remove. The compacting drawer I'll remove. Alright, so then I have the ability to look at all my roost collectors and those. So now, when I put something inside this device and it goes inside this little green area, I don't know if you can see it highlighting or not. There. It is actually going to go into the drawer controller first thing. If it cannot go into the drawer controller because there's no room in the drawers and it's full, and there's no more drawers to mess with, which I think that was the case for the dirt. As you can see, there's no dirt. Oh, there's dirt. Well, never mind. If there's no room, it's going to go into the modular storage to this one, and then it's going to go into this modular storage to that one. Then it's going to go into this storage container here. So if you're constantly pushing things into this block and it's going into these drawer controller here, and this fills up, it'll just keep on going down until it tries to fill up the crate that I don't really want to be filled up, which would be a shame. Yeah, this is a really cool way to check on your breeder. So now I know that I have a lead chicken waiting to be messed with, and these guys are taking their sweet time. But I do have some ender pearls going on, and the Inori, I still have to mess with him. Look at this. So now I have more nether wart chickens to deal with. So you get the idea. Now, this is a really great block for more than just that reason. Now that I have a couple more ender pearls, I should be able to make the remote storage scanner. Or remote storage module. I hope I have enough. I do. Doggone it. My ender pearl chickens are taking forever to breed up. Just taking forever. And I don't need any more. I really don't need any more of these. Alright, this Inori. If I look over here, these are doing okay. Where's that Inori? There it is. Let's get this out of here. We're going to breed those two together. And just for the sake of argument, I'm going to go ahead and cook those. Awesome. So you get the idea. When I get the other ender pearl, I'll be able to show you. I really wish I had that ender pearl right now. I really wanted to show you the remote storage during this video. And if I can get that other ender pearl, I mean, I got two chickens running at the same time, but they're super weak. They're only 111s. He is almost done. I may come back after I have that done. The storage tablet. This bad boy right here. Can I make it right now? Oh! Okay, so, no harm, no foul. Okay, storage tablet takes power. Let's just make that very, very point blank. There. 20,000 RF. This thing is amazing. Right now it has nothing in it. So I can't, it is nothing, right? If I put this in here, because remember, this is linked to that storage scanner, I now have access to the storage here. And I have a grid on the left side. So now anywhere I go in the universe, and I say universe because we can go in outer space, I can have access to everything that scanner can see. Now, if you add or change any inventories that are on the ground, it doesn't automatically pick it up. You'll have to rescan and you'll have to resort and you'll have to take and make routable or unroutable and all that process all over again. So yeah, that does take a little bit of work, but it's completely worth it. Completely worth it. I mean, I want to go in here and say, all right, I want to go mining. look what I can do. I can just dump all my ores inside here. It's basically like an ender pouch on steroids, because now I also have a crafting grid and I can make stuff from anything that I have available to me. And as you can see, it's quite a bit of stuff. And that's infinite, like, as far as range goes. It does run out of power. Okay, right now I'm at 19,600. However, if I have, let me come back because I don't want to be in here. If I have a, wow, that's a loud, long process. Can it shut up for a minute? If I have a flux network going that charges my inventory, or I have a capacitor, which I'm about to make right now anyway. So a capacitor, not Ender IO capacitors, but these capacitors. These flux capacitors are basically pretty simple to make. We're just going to go ahead and burn right through these. Just like this. Oh, I need some, what is this? Hardened glass? Did I teach it hardened glass? I did. So let's get me 2 hardened glass. It should be pretty easy to make. Alright, hardened glass. And then I'm going to go back to capacitor. Signalum and cryothium dust. I don't have those. And I'm not going to worry about those for right now because this holds quite a bit of juice. Each one of these things holds 9 million RF. I can't even tell you how long your storage scanner will work with that. Now let's see how powerful this bad boy is. We're really pushing the envelope on how powerful these solar panels are. This solar panel 6. As you can see, it's really not having any problem at all. It stores 32 million RF inside its buffer per panel. So yeah, I know it's not really fair that I went ahead and I know everything about this mod pack, but I mean, it's my mod pack, right? Sprobblin and I worked on it. We deserve to know what's going on in it. He's going to be doing some videos as well. Check him out on YouTube and various other places. I don't know where all he's going to post all his stuff, but mostly YouTube, I think. He'll be doing some videos as well. Go ahead and check him out. I'll be posting a copy of his link in the video description, along with all the other individuals. Is it full? Yep, it's full. So now this is full. You're going to shift right click with it and it will turn on. You'll see it, the eyeball light up. That's what I call it. Looks like an eyeball. It's, I don't want to go into what it really is. Anyway, that's going to keep your storage tablet full. And now from now on, I have all the storage I could ever imagine, so long as the items have room to fit inside that storage area. So I can make a bunch of those 300 stack storage modules down below, have external storage set to them, and I have as much room as I need, and I have a crafting grid that's, so I don't even need you. You can go away. You know what I mean? I do want to include, I'll work on that off camera. I will start working on this other roost collector and this other roost off camera, and I'm going to say that's a pretty good video for the day. I'm pretty happy with what I got. I don't have to worry about slime boots anymore. Once you get an angel ring, you can fly, so I'm not too scared to fall. And you see, I don't take any damage. As I did die from falling, I think it was maybe like that high. I don't know. It wasn't very high, but I did die, and I just took it and went in there real quick and got my stuff back. No thanks to this set of armor. I want to redo this armor off camera. I'm going to play with it and see what else I can make. Maybe I can make some Tinker's armor that's worth a darn. I'm determined to do that now, because I know that I've seen people do it on other videos, but without leveling, you can't really seem to get enough modifiers to really make it worth your time. And I am definitely going to be making some better armor than this obsidian armor. It's not that great, but it has a high durability, and I knew I could just run in real quick and take a couple hits without dying. Especially from the amount of aggravated... Oh! Pulsating iron. Wow. What else can I use it for? Oh, nothing else? Alright, so I'm going to make a 10, 10, 10 of those. I'll need 10, 10, 10 of those, because I'm going to be using those to make pulsating iron ingots to make these nuggets. Those nuggets are used for item conduits, and those are my favorite conduits to use as of yet. Ender IO conduits are my favorite. They stack with others. I'll show you how that works directly. You need to go away. I'll just put you away for now. So thanks for stopping by. This is Souls44, and you have a good one. Stay safe. Bye-bye now.